Blutbad.
Hello and welcome back to another behind-the-scenes toy photography video. Today I'm going to show you how I set up this shot, which I've called Sparring Session. I'll also show you how I edited the image in Photoshop. The Black Series figures I used for this shot were Paz Viszla and the Deluxe Armorer, Bo-Katan Kryze and a Deathwatch Mandalorian, and finally Din Djarin, Grogu and R5-D4. To start my setup, I used a cinder block to prop up an old baking sheet filled with sand. I used to spread the sand directly on my desk, but it's coarse and rough and irritating and it gets everywhere. Keeping it contained means a lot less cleanup for me. Next, I posed and placed my figures. My Mando here has a custom cape that I made out of an old t-shirt. The hand axes I gave Mando came from the Gamorrean Guard Black Series figure, and the battle axe that Paz was holding came from the disguised Boba Fett figure. After my main subjects were in place, I rounded out the scene with some spectators. The poncho on my Deathwatch Mando was made from the same t-shirt as Din's cape. Lastly, I added a few accessories in the front to frame the shot. With the scene set, I turned on my background TV, turned off the room lighting, and added some color to my set lighting. I'll give you a quick look at my lighting setup. My key light was an LED panel with orange and pink gels on it. My fill light was a smaller RGB LED panel set to 2500K, and my backlight was an LED bulb with a blue recycling bag over it. Here's my starting image. My key light produced quite a bit of glare on my background TV, so my first edit was to remove that by combining layer masking and a second exposure. Next, I cropped the image and used the healing brush tool and content aware fill to remove all the articulation joints on the figures. After that, I duplicated my layers and used the render tool to add a little bit of lens flare on the battle axe. Following that, I added adjustment layers for light levels and color balance. My last major edit was to use dodging and burning to fine-tune the lighting. I made a tutorial video for this technique a while back, which I'll include a link for in the description. To complete the image, I made a vignette and did the best I could to match the color of the real sand to the background sand. So once again, here's my starting image, and here's where I ended up. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting that subscribe button and checking me out on Instagram. Thanks, and until next time.